What does Fences by Denzel Washington taste like? There's no way around this. This is a movie in which Denzel talks for about 80% of the duration. That's not some exaggeration. Almost every single scene includes him talking, joking, pontificating, confessing, and even bloviating to no end to his, curated cast of listeners and cajolers. It's a talking movie, which is to say, nothing actually happens on screen except what Denzel tells us what happens, and the people then react to it, either by smiling, or nodding approvingly, or shaking their heads sagely, or sighing, or shouting, or admonishing him for his weaknesses and his decisions. It's mostly set in a modest house, circa 1950s or some such. And the people that surround him, or as he'll let you know or and believe, those he deems worthy of his company include his wife, his son, and his best friend. His other son from a previous marriage pops in from time to time, unceremoniously, to borrow money, which always then sets Denzel's character off on another talk marathon filled with grandstanding victimhood until an altogether unsympathetic surrender. The only time he shuts up is when his brother comes by, who has a diminished mental capacity due to a metal plate in his head he received in the war after being shot up. Yeah, look, the research is a bit scant, so we just have to go with that as an adequate explanation. He gets quiet around his brother, you know, out of shame, not because of his brother's condition, but in himself, which is a detail you need to watch the movie to fully appreciate. So, what does it taste like? It tastes like a big old family cooked plate of meat, starch, and veg. And by that, I don't mean a Sunday meal. I mean the community, the whole community gathering at your family type food. Thimby food, right? When the young men slaughter the beast and the women kera the mazambani in the kitchen and the old boys sit in the shade drinking viceroy whilst complaining loudly about the youth of today, and the old grannies sit in the living room complaining about their osteoporosis, and the little shits run around the yard between the legs of everyone, dragging the excrement of the recently decapitated animal everywhere on their barefoot, and the bottle green flies buzz endlessly from animal poop to human mouth to mounds of raw meat and then into the kitchen with the last born uncle everyone loves but avoids on month end because he's bound to hit you up for a few bob, as he puts it, is there making all the pretty ladies laugh without noticing that some of these women are married or spoken for by some of the industrious men outside dutifully and expectantly dissecting a carcass that was alive and breathing a mere 5 minutes earlier with very sharp knives, mind you, and these men are muttering under their breaths about shameful men who never contribute when izinto zesintu take place but are the first to be pagelwad, and that how that might be indicative of these types of men's lecherous behavior towards women who are otherwise bonded. But in a few moments, the favorite uncle comes out and makes everyone laugh with his body storytelling that even the conspiring men laugh, forgetting that moments ago they had homicidal intentions towards him for making their wives laugh like they've never been able to make them laugh. But all is well because in a few hours the food will be ready and everyone will eat and be merry, and for the day at least, everyone on the street and the visitors who came from far, everyone in attendance will sleep with a full stomach today. That's what this movie is. It's a testament to the creaking pressure of family, and particularly the heads of those families, whom we trust to teach us through example and ultimately fail, but sometimes can leave us in a better place than we first anticipated when they originally disappointed us. It's a movie you can watch with the entire four generations of your family, and everyone will come out with a strong impression. Your grandparents, your parents, you and yours, your nieces and nephews, everyone will recognize someone in this deeply affecting work. directed by one Mr. Denzel Washington. It's not a fun movie. It's not a popcorn movie. It's a today I sleep with my belly full movie, which is to say, you appreciate what you have and indeed what you've lost. Asidlieni.